quilt people of America. How are you doing? How's your summer going? I am in full summer festive mode, as you can see. I went a little nuts with the shopping online. Bored. Really bored. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do in order to keep yourself entertained in these times. Anyhow, um, what am I doing? Oh, yes. So this. Focus, everybody focus, all right? This pattern, Stockpile, I just published for sale on my website, quiltingcowboy.com. Just hit the shop tab. Now, there are like 3 different pages of patterns. Everyone's like, I can't find that one on your website. Scroll through the pages. I don't know. So at the bottom, when you scroll through the first page, it'll say 1, 2, 3, right? So there's the 3 different pages that you have to, go through in order to see all the patterns, because at this point, I have published almost too many. I'm actually gonna go through and delete some of them because some of them are really not popular, which is totally fine. So we'll focus on the ones that are doing well. This one is a really fun, easy beginner quilt pattern. Okay, so I mean, basically, it's just like strip piecing a little bit, but you'll see how simple it is once you buy the pattern. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, this one's available now. I really love this, and I think that this is a good one for men. And I love the little pop of color with the red kind of put in there kind of randomly. And then I think the green border, the red and the green play always really well together. And then the black border as well. And I was so proud of my quilting on this one. Yay, me! So, along those lines, if you ever get a new machine or you're starting along a new technique, things like that, like when I first got my mid-arm machine, oh my gosh, I was a disaster. Total disaster, right? Because you have to, like I always say when I'm teaching, you have to survive your own learning curve, and you have to love it enough to survive your own learning curve, right? And so just stick with it. Like when I got that mid-arm machine, ooh, bad, bad, bad. So I, finally getting to the point where I'm actually proud of my work, but it does take time. So don't give up on yourself. If that's something you really want to do, just keep trying it. And look to others for how they got from point A to point B, okay? Success leaves clues. All right, so on this, like I said, it's pretty simple. I just did it with fabrics in my stash, right? Nothing, too great. Just a bunch of grays from light gray to dark gray. And the pattern will walk you through the whole thing. Again, it's really pretty simple, and anybody can do it. But let me give you a close-up on the quilting that I'm so proud of. Yay! All right, we're getting in kind of close here, which, as you know, has never been a problem for me. Most people are like, okay, I'm ready for my picture. I'm all up in the business. Hi. I'm shy. Anyhow, so this effect of all of these circles that I made on here are essentially just using a clamshell, right? So I have the big clamshell on one side and the small on the other. And so I just basically, you can see here, right? Bump, 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 and then come back around the other side, flip it over, and then you can meet these points, right? So you go here, right? But obviously it's this way, right? So go like this, and then where these points meet, right? And then just go back up the other way as you're doing that. And it's a really cool effect to get these circles that I quilted in here. I'm really hoping you can see that. If not, I'll splice a picture in there. And then on the stock border, I also just did a fun little treatment here. Let's see if you can see it, right? Just a decorative stitch, right? But done twice, right? So on either side of the stock border. And then the main border, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I was really pleased with the way that this turned out as well. Don't know if you can see it. But that's it. So that's what's going on with this one. It's now available for sale. Quiltingcowboy.com. Just hit that shop tab, and then let me give you an update on our art quilt that we're doing. I hope that you're finding this interesting as we go through it. I'm not just boring y'all. All right. Okay, big reveal. I feel like Vanna White here. Of course, she never had this fly Hawaiian shirt. No, no, no. But check this out. So I've added the second, set of gray clouds, right? The darker, which I really think visually kind of focuses the eye. Speaking of visually focuses the eye, let me get this out of the way. Okay, go away. Okay. So again, it's kind of adding another dimension, and it makes, because it's getting darker on the outside, it's making the inside pop a little bit more. And so it focuses the eye into that section. The next part I'm going to be doing is I have 2 more rounds of clouds, so I'm going to have to dye this fabric, so wish me luck on that. We'll see how that turns out. Although, come on, like I did the dyeing on this yellow. This was a fully just yellow piece of fabric. If you saw the ombre video tutorial, you'll see how I did that, but I was taking a bit of a chance there. I'd never really done that before, but it got the effect that I was absolutely looking for, and so I'm so pleased with that. So then just, the second round of clouds, and then I'll be adding the other elements, the trees and things like that. I actually cut off the foreground, which is sitting here, and I'll show you what that's going to look like, right? So when you add this on the bottom, right, that's going to, I think, give it a really cool effect as well. Actually, let me just throw some pins in there. Hold, I'll show it to you. Get out of the way here. But you can see how the addition of the foreground really starts to layer in kind of that 3D effect between, foreground, midground, horizon, and kind of background. And then again, with it working the other way, with the clouds continuing to, focus the eye in. So anyways, I think that that's going to be really cool. I'm super excited about it, and I hope that you're liking kind of learning the process. Again, my hope for this is to just show people that there's really no right way or wrong way to do art, right? And so whatever you're called to do or whatever, feels right for you, just go for it. Just try it. Right? And there's lots of resources for you on how to do things. But, I really enjoy this kind of work beyond just the patterns. The patterns are just, they're fun, but they're not really that artistically fulfilling sometimes. So anyhow, that is where I am with that. I hope that you think it's cool. I do. And we will talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, and then I almost forgot. I'm going to be doing an Instagram live little presentation with Wooden Gate Quilts on Thursday at noon Pacific. So if you want to check that out, please do. We will see you then.